Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Here, MA Creation is welcoming you in my channel. In this video, we are going to know Class 8 explanation. So, you will see the chapter which we are going to know. So, please like my video, subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more videos. And now it's going to the study time, so let's study it. And a last thing, that don't forget to share my video. So let's start. So today we have class 8 English literature poem, The School Boy. So in this we are going to know The School Boy. This is our poem. Okay, so we will know the schoolboy poem, what the poet gives about this, the schoolboy topic. Okay, so let's start. The schoolboy in the poem is not a happy child. Okay, so in this poem a schoolboy is here, like you are seeing near the tree. A schoolboy is sitting here and he is not happy. Okay, what make him unhappy? What make the child unhappy? Why he is feeling unhappy? Why does he compare himself to a bird that live in a cage? Why the schoolboy was considered him as a bird, like in Hindi we say it chidiya, like a bird in a cage, or a plant that wishes when it should blossom, means the plant grows slowly. The schoolboy was imagining in bird and plants to him. Okay, so let's start our poem and understand what the schoolboy says. I love to rise in a summer morn, when the birds sing on every tree, the distant huntsman wind is on, and the skylark sings with me. Oh, what sweet company! Means in this stanza, the poet says, I love to rise in a summer morn. Means you are in a summer morn, like the sun grows in the morning time. He loves to rise. Okay, he loves to stay early in the morning, when the birds sing on every tree, when the birds open a sound inside it. Instead of that, when the birds sing in every tree, you see that on your morning time you wake up and you listen some sounds from the birds which they sing. The distant huntsman winds his horn, means the trees, the birds which they are sitting in a cage, their wings, they fly the air he likes, and the skylark sings with me, and the means wind sings with the birds and he likes very much. Oh, what sweet company! Wow, what a sweet company it was. Kitna mazedar tha. We say in Hindi. Okay, to English we say it's a sweet company. Next paragraph. But to go to school in a summer morn, oh, it drives all joy away. Means like some children not means interested in the schools. They bored in schools. They don't like the lectures which teacher teaches, but they don't know what the teacher is telling. It's your life. But in this poem, the schoolboy don't like to go school. Okay? And all of the enjoyment of the birds, of the wind, of rising in the summer goes away. When he thought about school times, his all enjoyment goes away. Under a cruel eye ought warn, the little one spent the day in sighing and dismay. He didn't like the school, he didn't want to learn anything, he didn't know anything, he don't to remind again the school. Okay, in third stanza, them at times I dropping sit and spend many an anxious hour. At that time in the school days, he didn't want to do anything and he was sitting idle in here without studying and spend many fully means silent hours, and he didn't do in these hours. Nor in my book can I take delight. I don't understand, I don't imagine in the book that I am reading, nor sit in learning power. I was not thinking in my mind about to learn everything that I am showing in the book. Okay, worn through with the dreary shower, means the shower which takes, and he didn't like to go to school and he didn't want to study. Okay, in the last stanza, how can the bird that is born for joy sit in a cage and sing? He was thinking that how a bird born joy, how the when we born we cries or we do anything, but the bird born and he in enjoyment he born and sit in a cage, sings and more. How can a child when fears annoy but drop his tender wing? But like a child fears annoy but drop his slender wing and forget his youthful spring. The child didn't know anything about the spring. So in this poem, what you understand that the boy didn't like the school. He liked the nature. So let's come to the question answers of this poem. So let's start. Your NCERT question answers for the schoolboy poem is question number 1. Find 3 or 4 words, phrases in stanza 1 that reflect the child happiness and joy. Name and write the 4 words. Means you have to write the 4 word or 4 phrases in stanza 1 that the child happiness and joy. Means I am telling you about the poem. Okay, in this poem you studied in the first stanza that the child boy, the school boy was very happy. But why he was happy? The things you have to write. Okay, so the things were love to rise in a summer morn, birds sing on every tree, the sky lights with me. I am telling you in a mark way, like he want to love to rise in a summer morn, and distant huntsman wind his horn, the skylark of what see me, and so on. Okay, now this is the answer that the phrases that reflect the child joy and happiness are love to rise in a summer morn, birds sing on every tree, the skylark sings with me, and sweet company. These all are the 4 words or 4 phrases in the stanza 1 that reflect the child happiness. So let's come to second question. Question number 2 is telling you in stanza 2 the mood changes. Which word phrases reflect the changed mood? So which in you have seen the poem that the question is asking what the mood changes in the stanza 2. So I am telling you in the poem, in the stanza 2, you have seen that in the first stanza, the school boy was very happy, and in the second stanza, his mood changed. Okay, so we have to write only that. So the phrases that reflect the changed mood are: it drives all joy away and spend day in sighing and dismay. So the moods were go to school, under the school in inciting and dismay. It drives all joy away of the children. Okay, so let's come to our question number 3. A cruel eye to warn. Stanza 2 refers to a cruel eye. Means you see an angry eye and considered as like non-interesting eye. You have to tell. So first point, it's like MCQ. The classroom which is shabby and noisy. Do you think that the children, the school boy was studying in the school, the classroom was shabby and noisy? No, we didn't read this line in the poem. Second, the lesson which are difficult and interesting. The lessons that were teaching the teachers were difficult to understand, were uninteresting to understand. This was also in the poem. And the last one, the dull, uninspiring life at school with lots of work and no play. So the last one is the right, because the child in the poem, the child didn't like the school work, and all of the time the teachers teaches the school work and no play. ठीक है? Oh, understand? Mark the answer that you considered right. So the answer is third one, the dull, inspiring life at school with lots of work and no play. So coming to the question number 4, which is the last question of NCERT. So, nor sit and learning bower, one through with the dreary shower. Which of the following is the close purpose of the lines above? Okay, so in this paragraph, you will have to tell that what's the mood change of the child. Okay, so what's the thing that he didn't like, he didn't want to be learned at. Okay, first, nor can I sit in a roofless classroom when it is raining. No, it's not the way. It is not written in the poem. Nor can I sit in a roofless classroom. No, this was not in the poem. Second one, nor can I learn anything at school through teachers, go on lecturing and explaining. Yes, it's the right answer. In that poem, you have seen that the child didn't want to learn anything, but the teacher teaches and go on lecturing, explaining, but he didn't listen. He didn't learn. And the last one, nor can I sit in the school garden for fear of getting wet in rain. No, it is also not. So our answer is second one. Nor can I learn anything at school through teachers, go on lecturing and explaining. So how do you like my video? Thank you for watching my video. Meet you in my next video. And for Dan, thank you and have a happy day and night.